What up, YouTube? Timu's here. It's Thursday, and it's time for my opening / streaming segment where I talk about the films that are opening and streaming this week. Alright, here are what's coming out. First up, coming to Netflix, we got this new film titled Malcolm and Marie. Now, it's here's what it's about. Smuggling tensions and painful revelations push a filmmaker and his girlfriend toward a romantic reckoning. Now, this film stars Zendaya and John David Washington, and it's directed by Sam Levinson, who also has that show Euphoria, which is pretty good. His last directed movie was that movie Assassination Nation, which that movie is pretty awesome right there. This looks really decent. Looks like it could be really interesting. I quite like Zendaya a lot. John David Washington, I'm becoming a fan of him. Even though I wasn't too thrilled with Tenet, he was pretty good in that, so there's that. Hopefully this could be something really interesting. It looks pretty cool. Alright, coming to Amazon, we got a movie titled Bliss. An unfulfilled man and a mysterious woman believe they are living in a simulated reality, but when their newfound bliss world begins to bleed into ugly world, they must decide what's real and where they truly belong. This looks really decent. It's directed by this director named Mike Cahill. It also stars Owen Wilson and Salma Hayek. It looks like a really interesting sci-fi film, so there's that. Maybe it'll be something really interesting. I mean, Owen Wilson has not even done movies since 2017, by the way. I mean, this year he has this. He also has Marry Me. He has that Wes Anderson movie, The French Dispatch. And top off, he also has he's also in that Loki series. So cool comeback for Owen Wilson here. Alright, coming to HBO Max and theaters, we got Earwig and the Witch, which is from Stuart Ghibli, who I really quite enjoy. About a headstrong orphan who discovers a world of spells and potions while living with a selfish witch. This looks really decent. It looks, Stuart Ghibli has made some really solid movies before, so hopefully this could be their next really good film. So, could be interesting to watch. Alright. Coming to theaters, we got a film titled A Glitch in the Matrix. Documentary filmmaker Ronnie Asher tackles this question: are we living in simulation? With testimony, physiological evidence, and scientific explanation in his for the answer. This looks like an interesting doc. I think it could be pretty cool. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with the actual Matrix, by the way. So yeah. All right. Also coming, we got a film titled Payback about a young stockbroker at a mob-controlled Wall Street firm gets betrayed and sent to prison for 6 years. And when he gets out, he seeks revenge. Okay, could be interesting. We got a film titled The Right One. Struggling with the writer's block, a novelist finds inspiration when she meets a down-on-his-luck oddball who constantly changes personalities and alter egos to cope with the past and avoid reality. It stars Cleopatra Coleman, who you might know from the show Last Man on Earth. This could be pretty cute, charming, I guess. It has a bit of a Hallmark feel to it, to be honest, yeah, but yeah. Alright. Coming to theaters and VOD, we got a movie titled Falling, which is directed by Viggo Mortensen, who also stars in it. Struggling with writer's block. Yeah. Alright, sorry about that. What's that? Anyway, Falling. Now, this, like I said, this is directed by Viggo Mortensen and stars, and of course stars Lance Henriksen, who's always pretty cool. Here's what this is about. When 80-year-old independent farmer Willis travels to LA for an stay with son John and his family, the two very different worlds collide. Mentally declining, Willis's impressive is both constant and funny, bringing old wounds from past and years to mutual mistrust. Like I say, it also stars Viggo Mortensen. You also got David Cronenberg, Laura Linney. It looks really interesting. I like Viggo Mortensen. The last time we really saw him was in the Oscar-winning movie Green Book. which that movie is terrific. So, I mean, Morrison has worked with some really soft filmmakers before, so it is really cool to see him get into the directing business himself. So I'll give this one a go when it premieres. Alright, we got a film titled The Reckoning, which is directed by Neil Marshall, whose last movie was Hellboy, and we don't talk about that. After losing her husband during the Great Unplug, Grace Haverstock is unjustly accused of being a witch and placed in the custody of England's most ruthless witch hunter, Judge Moorcroft, forced to endure physical and emotional torture while steadfastly maintaining her innocence. Grace faces her own inner demons as the demon himself starts to work his way into her mind. Okay, could be cool. I mean, I like Neil Marshall. Of course, he did do The Descent, so there's that. He did Dog Soldier, so he's a bit of a hit and miss director. Alright, we also got a movie titled PV Chat, where Jack, who's an internet gambler living in New York City, becomes fixated on Scarlett, a cam girl from San Francisco. His obsession reaches a boiling point when fantasy materializes in reality, and Jack sees Scarlett on a rainy Chinatown street. Now, this film actually stars Julia Fox, who had a big break in that movie Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. It is nice to see her getting into more film work. I think Julia Fox is terrific. Now, after seeing her in Uncut Gems, I'm interested to see her in this. Now, this movie also is about dominatrix, and believe it or not, Julia Fox used to be in dominatrix, so don't ask how I know that, but yeah. Alright. Also coming to theaters, we got a film titled Dare from Justice Elvis back. I don't know not much about that. We got a film titled The Mimic, which has Thomas Sodersisk from Life in Pieces. We got a pandemic film titled Little Fish, about a couple who fight to hold their relationship together as a memory loss virus spread and threatens to erase the history of their love and courtship. This stars Jack O'Connor and Olivia Cook. This is about a pandemic, so does that sound familiar, people? We got a Johnny Depp film titled Minamata, about a war photographer named W. Eugene Smith, who travels back to Japan where he documents the devastating effects of mercury poisoning in coastal communities. That's pretty intriguing. I mean, I like Johnny Depp. It is nice to see him doing more stuff, than his wacky film roles. He shows that he could do really different, cool performances. We've seen that with stuff like, let's say, Blow. We've seen that with Public Enemy. We've seen that with Black Mass. I mean, Johnny Depp, when you think of him, obviously you go ahead and think of his wacky roles like Charlie Chalk Factory, Edward Scissorhands, Alice in Wonderland. But when he does these interesting Oscar caliber roles, he could be really solid. I know he has been in the news because of Amber Heard stuff, but that aside, I think Johnny Depp is just terrific around. So hopefully this could be pretty interesting. Alright, some shows we do got, we got Firefly Lane with, I actually just saw Firefly Lane with Katherine Heigl and Sarah Chalk. That was a pretty good, decent show, so I'll go ahead and do my review for that here in a bit. We also got an anime show called Kid Cosmic, which is from the creator of Powerpuff Girls, so there's that. But that's pretty much it. Let me leave with you guys. Which of these films and shows are you even interested in checking out? Are you interested in Malcolm Marie, Earwig and the Witch, Bliss? So drop your comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Timu signing off.